So you know we definitely time stamping it. It's April 12th, 2026, and it's approximately 7:08 a.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western, but then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth, they named us and they put our names in all caps. So that means that they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm D'Amica. I'm about to stand on business. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. Let's go ahead and open up some portals and reveal some truths. But before we do that, today's transmission is all about anger. Why is everyone so angry lately? And are they angry with you? And during this transmission, we're going to find out exactly that. Why is everyone so angry? And are they angry with you? With your ascension, with your rise, with your cleanliness? Are they angry with you? So we're going to go ahead and tap into that. We're going to go ahead and ring this bell from Sunville Sounds here on YouTube while we welcome in the energies and light our candle and light this sage. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We would like to welcome in any and all energies. Welcome in any and all energies at this time that is coming through with their truths. Why is everyone so angry? Why? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Make sure the messages are clear, concise. Make sure we understand why everyone, or is it everyone, so angry. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, so let's go ahead and light the sage here. Why are y'all so angry, or are you angry? We're going to find out. And the reason why, I mean, I know it took me a little break. You know, you got to rest, you got to retreat, you got to relax, right? Remember those transmissions? If you guys been following me, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the frequency. The last messages was to go through the dark night of the soul. And I'm still in the mid between of it, but I wanted to come on in here and just give a transmission real quick here. So why is everyone so angry? Well, I'm jumping on Google and I'm noticing a lot of unalivings that happen due to the pum pums, okay? And I'm like, wow, why is everyone so angry? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Why is everyone so angry? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Why? Why? Why is everyone so angry? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Why? So we're going to tap into some tarot, of course, and we're going to figure out why. Or are they angry with you? Okay. So let's see here. We got our candle lit here. We lit our bell. We rung our bell here. We're going to pull on some tarot at this time. Where's tarot? And we're just going to do a tarot read in the beginning. And then y'all know how we do. We just going to jump into the message and see where it goes here. Let's back y'all up a little bit. What up? Love y'all. I read the comments at the end. All right. Divine and Spirit. We are here with the tarot deck. We are here with the tarot deck. Divine and Spirit. What kind of messages? Why? What's in the energy? Why are they angry? Are they angry with us? What's going on? Ashe. All right, let's see, y'all. And we want 13 portals, Divine. Okay, they want to fuck with somebody's throat this rising. This one flew out first here. So let's see what's going on here. The King of Cups is coming reverse. So why are they so angry? Well, there's emotional instability here, right? Immaturity, withdrawal, manipulation, emotional unavailability, warning of potential negative actions that's stemming from an ability to control their feelings here, okay? So the King of Cups is coming reverse. The Tower is next here. So the Tower is saying, change in the most radical and momentous sense is here, right? The old ways, it must collapse. Give me a sec, y'all. Let me sip on this water here. All right, the old ways, they are collapsing, right? They must collapse. Foundational, groundbreaking change is here, right? Embrace change by abandoning the truths we have known prior to certain events is happening. For some, it's time to be more genuine and authentic. Keep your temper in check with upcoming issues. For some, it's time to find another set of beliefs that are created by yourself here, okay? And for some, you already know the old ways must collapse here. We're looking at the what? The Three of Cups is coming out, and that is our third portal. And this is still revolved around emotions here, right? Anger here. Instead of gentleness, this is anger here, right? Your 7 deadly sins are coming out here, right? Anger. Why are they so angry here, right? So it says here, there was a period of happiness. For some, there is a period of happiness. We're able to forget the worries of daily life, and this is why that tower is here. There's a celebration of self and loved ones, trustworthy circle of friends that are present, social gatherings, joyous work environment. You're able to spend quality time with your friends and your family, and financial stability with your social life is here, right? So for some, in the first column, it's the King of Cups that's coming reversed here, right? That emotional instability, right? That immaturity, that withdrawal. For some, you know, it's the Tower. The Tower is here. Why are they so angry? It's the Tower. And for some, it's that Three of Cups here, that period of happiness, right? Celebration of self and loved ones. Now, let me take a quick moment here to tell you what Google said, right? So I asked, why is everyone so angry lately? Okay. And you know, we like to research a little bit over here. So it says global anger has been rising since 2016, with roughly 23% of people reporting daily anger. The widespread frustration stems from a combination of chronic stress, financial instability, post-pandemic exhaustion, social media driven outrage, and global issues like climate change and conflict. So constant stress and overwhelming, right? Burnout here, okay? People are more prone to irritation at this time, all right? Information overload in social media here, all right? So the algorithms often prioritize content that triggers the anger and the fear here, okay? Creating a constant cycle of outrage. We got unprocessed emotions, right? Lingering, unaddressed trauma or past feelings of unfairness can manifest as current anger. You have global issues, concerns about war, inflation, and climate change are significant, right? And then physical factors, fatigue, lack of sleep, poor diet, and chronic pain are commonly physically triggering you, right? And the why behind the rage. So according to Psychology Today, modern life often feels like a zero-sum game where people feel they must fight to get ahead here, all right? So we'll talk about how to manage increase irritability in a sec here. But under that King of Cups that's reversed here is the Two of Cups coming reversed. Okay, so the energy is definitely shifting, and I can feel it within me. I can feel me shaking, and I can also feel it in my throat. I'm very vocal and I'm very comfortable with my throat chakra here, but at this time, there is an energy here that is trying to force me to not speak at this time, and you already know how I go. The message must continue here. They're very imbalanced here, right? So it's talking about a pair here. So if they're both in this King of Cups reverse energy here, then this is negative energy of two forces that are present, that are repelling against one another here, okay? So there's tension and conflict within colleagues, within family, within society here that has absolutely nothing to do with you, and that's because it's connected to that Tower here, okay? So past problems are coming into play here, and if you've already faced your shadows, if you're already comfortable with going through the dark night of the soul, then you know this message is not about you, but it is because you are sitting here in a period of happiness. You've walked through the dark night of the soul, you're going through it, so now you're inviting in the joyous gatherings, right? The joyous work environment. You're able to forget the worries of their daily life here. You're focused on you here, right? And so in this Two of Cups reverse is talking about how one party is resenting the other within the same party here, right? So they're backstabbing one another. So under this Tower, remember that Tower? Remember that tower here, right? It was time to be more genuine and authentic with yourself. And that's exactly what we did, because we came out in the King of Swords energy here, right? And the King of Swords is talking about, and by the way, this is the most rational, right, sword, the most rational king here, with reason, authority, discipline, integrity. This motherfucker is like off with your head, whether you're a man or a woman. When it says king, female or male, them or they, we're talking about energy here, right? And emotions, in specific with anger. So we're sitting up here gentle. King of Swords here, we're at intellectual power. That implies that you need to use your intellect to make your point and attain your goals, and you're doing exactly that here, all right? You're about morality, serious high standards here, right? You're very strict, and you're sharp and observant. You remain objective and current in your current situation, which is preparing you for your future, because you've already dealt with your past by fasting there, okay? So you remain objective in your current situation, and you've established truth by sticking to the facts here, right? You're not all in your emotions here, right? What up, y'all? What up, beloved? So under that 3 of Cups here, right? Right, we over here celebrating with ourselves, with our loved ones. I was outside talking to a damn bee, and then the same bee came to the window, and we was chopping it up about whatever the fuck we was talking about, y'all. But that bee there, you understand what I'm saying? You're at a period of happiness, and you're able to forget that daily life here. You're not in the dreams and illusions here, right? They thrown while you're going through the dark night of the soul. Here comes those temptations, right? And you're unclear about the things that you are seeking, and that's okay. That's why we go through that. But now they're dealing with that tower here. Your King of Swords is cutting all of those illusions the fuck away here. That's dealing with the emotions here, the 7 of Cups. So your swords is like, not today, not in the future. You did it in the past. We got that shit corrected here, because now they're confused and surrounded about what's real and what's not. Right? And they're avoiding important decisions. And you got the Cups here. So this could be about romance here. All right. So it's a lack of career options as well. And they're distracted from their financial goals because they're unwilling to face fucking reality. They're escaping through imagination and daydreams with no action. And this is what they thrown at you, whether you're going through the dark night of the soul or whether you're not. They're throwing this at you, and you're cutting them clear off with your King of Swords here. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. And y'all already know, if you're new to the frequency, welcome to the frequency, the channel here. But I read all the comments at the end, right before we pray, and we cut the cords to all the energies that we've already opened up with and dealt with, and that may be lingering within our force field here. Okay. So the divine, let's get 7 more out here. Let's get 7 more. Y'all been all right though? I missed y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I missed the shit out of y'all. So let's see what's going on here. We need 7 more. We'll take the top 7 here. All right. So under that column, give me a sec. Let me take a sip of this water. So under this first column here, we're talking about that emotional instability, right? That manipulative energy, right? That King of Cups reversed. And then we found out that that King of Cups reverse energy is not only battling with itself, it's battling with those around it, right? A pair of people, a couple of entities, a couple of emotions, right? Energies here, right? So under that, the Wheel of Fortune is coming reversed here. Did y'all see that? Excuse me. The Wheel of Fortune is going to come reversed here, okay? And that's talking about for some, they want to break the cycles, but they can't. It's a period of bad luck because their resistance to this change here, right? And this is necessary changes that they have to go through. So unfortunately and fortunately, their Wheel of Fortune here is reversed here. And this is a period of bad luck that could eventually pass, but it's dependent upon their energy here, right? Their emotions here. So for those of us that have realized that we threw up the tower, right? Causing this foundational groundbreaking change, right? And we embrace that change by abandoning the truths that we have known prior to certain events here, right? And we came out of that energy in our King of Swords energy here, right? Very intellectual power, very strict, sharp, and observant. That's a confirmation. very strict, sharp, and observant here. You remained objective within your current situation, and you've established that truth by sticking to the facts here. So you left them impatient. The Seven of Pentacles is coming reversed here, revolved around their finances, their health, their wealth here. They're abandoning efforts to abruptly here, and this is why they're so angry, because they're trying to rush their results here, and it's causing their limited success here. Okay, bear with me. I'm trying to fight through these energies that do not want me to speak, but fuck it, we still gonna get through the message, because it's all love. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? It's all love. It's all love here. And that positive energy is always going to create that elevation. So as we go through this message, you'll figure, even if you're on your side of the message where you're helping me pull these messages out, you're going to feel your energy shift as well, where you might be a little jumpy, or you may not. Don't let me pour the shit on you. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm letting you know that Empress is coming out here. Okay, so the Empress is coming because we're in this period of happiness here, right? The Three of Cups reversed. We're starting to socialize again. We done got new jobs, or within our jobs, our energy has created this frequency field to where everybody is not abiding by our energy, respecting our energy, right? We're able to spend that quality time with those that we care about, whether it's our friends, our family, co-workers, whatever it is. They're on our frequency of elevation here, okay? So then this Empress is coming out because Seven of Cups is reversed. They want to throw out these dreams and illusions. You've walked through the dark night of the soul. You're walking through it. You're going through it. You're going to go through it again, right? Congratulations. You figured out that shit ain't so hard. It is, because you'll realize at a certain point that it's you against you here. But this Empress is coming out here because of them being unwilling to face that reality here. The Empress is here reminding them that, hey, motherfucker, it's all love, right? It's all nurture. It's all fertility, but don't fuck with me. Don't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I love you. You dig what I'm saying? But I will off your motherfucking head. You understand what I'm saying? And that Empress is connected to that King of Swords. And you know I'm gonna reverse the camera so you can have your point of view. God damn, get the fuck on. Now I done tried. Excuse me, y'all. I done tried, but I'm not with this shit. I'm just not. Move on. So this Empress here, this Empress energy is about abundance, okay? Maternal influence of creation and abundance here. This motherfucker, this energy here creates you and will decimate you, okay? Right? So they're connected with their feminine energy. And yes, they come across as masculine most of the fucking time, because all the time it's off with your head, but I will love you at the same time. You dig what I'm saying? That Empress energy, okay? Very nurturing, willing to give you that abundance that you are required to have. But motherfucker, you coming in the energy of those that we have already walked through this. We have already faced our shadows here. You did not. So you are not welcome here, right? So that's the 9th portal. The 10th portal here is that Page of Swords coming reversed here, all right? So yeah, you got those that's coming out because this is a Wheel of Fortune reverse energy. Here they come lashing out and shit. Mental chaos at that. Prison, right? This is their, what do we call that? It's what's that word I'm looking for? God damn it. Not the correctional facility there. The big joint there. Damn, my husband, he was always in a penitentiary. There we go, the penitentiary here, all right? Because you lashing out, it says here, the Page of Swords reverse, it says, because of that period of bad luck that you're going through, the dark night of the soul, bitch, whoever you are, there's mental chaos and confusion, and you're feeling overwhelmed by so much information here, okay? Because it's not your information to have. You understand? You're sipping on energy, and you're sipping from cups here. You're sipping from cups that were not yours. It was not yours to drink from. Right? You siphon energy that's not yours. So now you're sitting up here with all this information called shadows that were yours because you created them, but you sent them to this energy that you're like, what is going on? In a mental chaos and confusion, right? And now you're overwhelmed. And it's causing you to have poor communication. You're very hesitant to express yourself clearly because you can't face yourself, whomever you are. You're spreading rumors. You're stubborn here. You're gossiping. And it's a lack of focus here. And again, you're lashing out verbally with the intent to harm here, all right? And it's also connected to that Seven of Pentacles reverse energy here. Very impatient, poor planning. Also connected to that Seven of Cups there. Reverse, you got them 2 sevens fucking you up. right? Dreams, illusions, temptations, whomever you are, in that mental chaotic energy there. You're unwilling to face your reality, whomever you are. So now the Page of Swords is coming out. Excuse me, even if it came out reversed, it says what it is. Like if it came upside down, it is going to be Page of Swords energy because I already have Page of Swords reversed here. So I don't give a damn how much these energies want to come out and try to flip a portal, right? That's why I here am the host, the oracle, the bridge, the golden enchantress, whatever you want to name me, Damika. That's why Damika gonna speak it the way she gonna speak it, because we in this bright and alert, right? We bright and alert here, right? You impatient and poor with your planning. Our King of Swords has already given us the go here. So now the Page is out here reminding you, motherfucker, while you over there lashing out, we engaged in a passionate debate over here, right? While you over there lack of focus, right? We sitting up here gifted with a sharp tongue and a quick wit to match that motherfucker too. Incredible communication. Whether it's about legal matters, we eager to execute. You not. You spreading rumors. You stubborn. You just, oh my gosh. Nervous energy wills and head always turns. What? What? When I be writing certain shit, I question it in a moment, but divine and spirit be like, write that shit down. You understand what I'm saying? Write it down right now. Right now, right? And this gossip on this page ain't got nothing to do with being spreading those lackey ass rumors and shit like that. This is gossip around legal matters that's going to execute your ass, whoever you are. And that's incredible communication within it. And it's the same column as the Tower here, right? Because the old ways must collapse. These energies are more genuine and authentic, not searching for fucking attention. We used to, some of us, right? I know I did. Love me. Let me show you why you gotta love me. Fuck you. I love myself. I don't give a fuck whether you love you or not. I have a message to relay and I must do that. I love all. The Empress coming under that Empress again. Portal number 12. Can y'all see that? The Empress and the Empress standing on it. Standing on it. Standing on that deep connection to femininity, fertility, expression, creativity, motherhood, nurturing, understanding yourself and getting in touch with your sensuality, because we ain't focused on that sexuality. But don't get us fucked up. For some of us who have a partner, right? Don't get it fucked up. They know about that sexual part, right? But we're more focused on that sensual, right? We know how to use that sensual. We ain't even got to use sexual sometimes. But to those that know how to put it down on them, right? You're connected with your beauty and you're bringing happiness to your life here, okay? It's time to be kind to yourself, whomever you are, because we over here being very kind to ourselves. I tell you that. 13th and final portal, we're going to go ahead and just shuffle on out here for tarot here, right? We're at 23:18 on the timer here. 13th and final portal here. Let's see how this is going to go. Thank you, Divine, and thank you, Spirit, in regard to tarot here, right? What's going on here? Let's see. And in the beginning of the transmission, that's why I went over with the why. I went to Google and I asked Google, well, why is everyone so angry lately? I'm looking at all these news articles about unalivings that's happening by the pew-pews and mass unalivings that's happening by the pew-pews. And I'm looking within my community here and I'm noticing ambulance after ambulance that's coming in and out. By the way, I also notice every time I go outside, it's going to be an ambulance or a fire truck or a police car with their sirens on that's going to pass me for sure. Right? Y'all already know how I feel about EMPs, electromagnetic pulses, right? So I'm like this, and their devices that they use to try to attack people. And I'm like, damn, I didn't come out during my dark night of the soul, which I'm currently in. I'm going to get to that 13 portal. But during my dark night of the soul, I'm going through the days and I'm missing you guys. I miss it. I didn't do any tarot, any of it, right? I was just here, right? I'm noticing I'm not going out as much, But I'll be damned if they ain't come in my neighborhood talking about the fire trucks, the police, the sirens, the ambulance. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm noticing that certain energies are still going to try to affect you in whatever way they can, but you just got to be in this period of happiness where you're celebrating yourself, where you're able to celebrate the loved ones, where you're able to just celebrate me and the fucking bee talking to one another outside. Okay, so 13th and final portal here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. Thank you. That was amazing. Oh, and I put it back, but the three of swords came back out reversed here. So what it's saying here is for in the end, we're in a period of recovery, forgiveness. We're moving on. For the majority is we're learning to forgive and we're releasing that grief, right? We're beginning to heal from heartbreak, whether it was heartbreak from a third party involvement here, third party situation here, meaning it could have been actual, or it could have been an investment, it could have been about a business, it could have been about a project, whatever it is, you're recovering from that, right? And in the beginning, right, though this emotion here, and this is cups and swords here, okay? So in the beginning, it was emotional instability, right? Immaturity, withdrawal, manipulation, emotional unavailability, right? And we learned that it was a warning of potential negative action stemming from an inability to control feelings here, right? In the middle of all that, the King of Swords came out, the Seven of Pentacles came out, and then in the end, you have your Three of Swords coming reversed. Let me go ahead and flip the camera because we're going to tap into the Oracle deck, and then we're also going to pull on Incoherent and Buzzed and just figure out what kind of story we can get within that, because the last transmission before I dropped you guys off, before we left, we tapped into Incoherent. What up? I love y'all. And that was wild, the story that we got out of Incoherent here, okay? So here's our 13 portals here. Let me zoom on in. And while you guys are looking at that, I'm going to read to you how to manage. Ooh, shit. Ha! Motherfucking phone over here breakdancing in my hand. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go slowly across while I read to you the rest of Google's information as to why everyone is so angry and how to manage your increased irritability, right? So number one they got on here is physical activity, okay? Regular exercise is one of the most effective ways to reduce accumulated stress. We got mindfulness and relaxation, right? We could do things like deep breathing, meditation, and yoga. It can help calm the nervous system. Pray, right? Whatever you call it, pray. You can set your boundaries, right? Limit consumption of news and social media to reduce environmental stress. You can also identify your triggers here. Recognize what specifically causes your anger, right? What is it? What's making you so angry, right? And I think a lot of us, for the most part, we figure that out. And that's why we're recovering, right? We've learned how to release that grief and move on, right? But for the most part, let's go back over here. They didn't, right? So they can also get some professional help. You dig what I'm saying? If anger affects your daily life or relationships, it's time to speak with a therapist. It can provide tools for healthier expression here, okay? So now that we got the tarot out the way, we just gonna pull on some of the oracle deck, all right? So thank you to the tarot. Thank you, tarot. Thank you, tarot. Thank you, tarot. Thank you, tarot. Might be here for a little bit. Y'all know I be getting long-winded and shit. And I missed y'all. I might not come back on because again, I'm still going through my Dark Night of the Soul here. But don't forget, every night at 9 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be a video that premieres, and I'll be sneaking a couple of them joints in during the day. So make sure y'all look out for them, even though they fucking with the notification bells. I don't know if y'all got y'all on. Y'all can cut y'all notification bell on. I will wait to subscribe because you got to wait to see if you're on a certain frequency because you might get triggered. If you're going through the Dark Night of the Soul, try not to tap into too much tarot here, or if you can, not at all, because it can trigger a lot of things from the past here that we're going through, especially in tarot here. And I noticed when I was going through my Dark Night of the Soul there, and I was tapping into tarot, not now, but before, it was making me seem like everything was about me. So if you're at that point, you might want to back away a little bit there, beloved. Okay, so let's get into the Oracle deck. Oracle deck can go each and any way, right? It's just messages out here reminding those that we're all under judgment here in my mind, right? You're going to come and explore with me, fuck door. You about to explore with D'Amica. Thank you to the tarot. It's like my oracle deck be more so, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? You never know where we're going to go, what portal we're going to hop in and out of. Put your seatbelt on. All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I think I got it upside down here. Let's give it a quick shuffle here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're sitting up here with one of the oracle decks here out of many. But what messages? We just want some messages. We'll take 13 here, general messages. Why are they so angry, right? Let's keep it in and remind us as to why these messages are coming out, because we want to know why are they so angry. As we were reminded, it is a global anger that's happening here, but why? And make it juicy. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we're going to get today. All right. Okay, so I'm looking at 13 deadly sins have been returned back to the sender. So they thought it was just 7, but 13 of the motherfuckers have been returned back to the center. Don't touch my anointed. I'm looking at don't touch my anointed is out here, okay? So we're set apart, right? We're empowered and we're chosen for a divine purpose here. So don't touch my anointed is out here. Talking about film and TV directors are out here. Forbes Celebrity 100 is out here, okay? Peacock is out here and Tubi. Oh shit, them my shits. Peacock and Tubi is out here. Can y'all see this? Let me move it over here. Peacock, Tubi. Can we see that? Okay. And that's falling under the 13 deadly sins that's returned back to the sender. I'm going to flip the camera so y'all can see it here. And it's also connected to don't touch my anointed here. I'm looking at wrestlers here. Amateur, professional, Pelwani, Pehlwani. And I got some more YouTubers on the back here, all right? All under judgment. If you already know you ain't doing nothing out here that's not of divine order, then ain't nothing we afraid of, right? Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your ass whipped by divine and spirit. It's a lesson within a lesson. I'm looking at some more YouTubers. Look at this shit. It's too many to name here. Let's see. On the other YouTubers, I'm looking at, and I'm going to just name a few. I'm not picking on you. Lloyd Alquist from U.S. Alistair Aiken from the U.K. I got Ahmed El Gondor from Egypt, okay? On these YouTubers here, we'll read a few. I'm not picking on you. You dig what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm looking at Rebecca Black from the U.S., David Bio from Italy, Justin Bieber from Canada, Maxim Bilavitsky from Estonia. On the back, I'm looking at Carl Benjamin from the UK, Herschel Beam the fourth from US, Adam Beals from the UK, and Richard Beto from the US. All right. Those names could be relevant, not picking on you. It might be somebody with your name. I'm also looking at Stockman Sean and Jones Sharonda. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What's this? The fear of death, the fear of unaliving is granted. So if you fear to be unalived, it is granted to you, okay? Visualization is coming out here, right? If you're visualizing that shit, it's going to happen. They can no longer criticize you. Whatever's going on, they can no longer criticize you, whatever's going on. So that visualization here, for some, it's the formation of a mental image of something here, okay? The active process of interpreting in visual terms. So it's time to explore, put into the visual form what your reality is to be here. Get the fuck off of YouTube, because this is connected to a lot of YouTubers here, okay? You're creating vivid images mentally using your imagination, all right? So it's an idea generation here, and I've recognized within the algorithm how a lot of y'all been fucking up the algorithm or fucking with the algorithm here. Whether you work for YouTube algorithm, I'm telling you, When I mean under judgment, that's what the fuck I know I mean. And I know a lot of these oracle tarot readers, I know a lot of them been saying judgment calls too. It's not a game out here. I don't give a fuck if it's for entertainment or not. You can take it for entertainment, beloved. You damn sure can. I laugh at this shit too. But for some of y'all, you afraid to die. You scared, right? You don't know yourself. So with death, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be physical, right? But it's an old version of you. And earlier that tower came out. It's an old version of you that must collapse, right? And you can be regenerated, can be reborn here. But if you in some contracts and some shit like that, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's some shit you got to work out in, right? I ain't get that far, right? I ain't get that far into it. What the fuck? So maybe you got to visualize. I know one thing, the mind is very sharp. And I know one thing, the mind can create anything you needed to create in your current reality, right? But we so used to being on social media that we want instant gratification. No, divine and spirit done with that too. You're going to work for it. So whatever's going on, it's time to visualize whatever you need to, because they can no longer criticize whomever you are. It's you against you, period. Hey, by the way, in 2004, what happened? What happened? In 2004, what happened? What happened? That's portal number 11. We need 2 more, divine and spirit. We need 2 more. I got some coordinates or no, an IP address. And 2 of them. And it says get them, right? So I'm going to read them. But I have an IP address, but that's just saying that check the IP addresses, the burnt in addresses there. IP address 239.204.2.121. Get them. And then the other IP address 153.153.124.168. Get them. What's wrong with y'all? I wrote it for something. 13th and final portal. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. 13th and final portal for the oracle deck. And then where we at? 3640 on the timer. And then we're going to pull out some, that's tight. 3640. That's 9 plus 4. That's the 13. And we on the 13th portal. Oh, shit. What was it? Y'all always come out too. Y'all always seem to come out here. So we looking at the 13th portal, final message, who under judgment here? I'm looking at the skulls here in 2000, the skulls 2 in 2002, and the skulls 3 in 2004. And I'm looking at the good shepherd on 2006 here. All right, so let me show y'all. They always come out. That 322 number. They always come out, don't they? They always come out. Why are they so angry? Well, well, this is also turned over too. It's time to open your windows here, okay? Open your windows for opportunity, for freedom, openness to new experience, receive new wisdom. It's a gateway between in and out. Release the negativity and allow the light to enter, okay? So open your windows here, beloved. Damn. Let me flip the camera so y'all can see it. Love y'all. Let me put 13th over here. Bam. So we got 13 deadly sins out here, but let me remind you of the 7. Because they said 13 of them. Is there anything on the back? No. Okay. So here's our first column. Here's 7 deadly sins. We got pride, right? If you got too much pride, then you need to focus on your humility, right? If you're angry, right? This whole transmission is about anger, right? Anger. If you're angry, then you need to be gentle, right? If you're envious, you need to be kind. If you motherfucking actual with that lust and stuff, you need to focus on purity, okay? Gluttony, you need to focus on self-control. Hey, in 2004, what happened? All right. If you're sloth, lazy, right? You need to focus on being diligent here. If you're greedy, taking too much, you need to focus on being generous, right? Give back, right? But those are 7 deadly sins. Don't forget, get they ass. This is the IP addresses. This is for my mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings that don't even gotta take human form. They don't have to take human form. The fuck? Get them. You're talking about an algorithm here. And they always coming out that 322. The Good Shepherd, 2006. What happened in 2004 though? And then we got this, the Skull 3 in 2004 here. All right. Now, let's put these to the side. All right, we're going to pull on the old maid deck. I told y'all I missed y'all. If you go in and out of the channel, that's cool, right? That's cool. But what I need y'all to do is make sure you pray. Make sure you say your prayer, and make sure within your prayer you say, I cut the cords to all the energies I have dealt with within this transmission, right? Any transmission, any channel, any channel that you tap into, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, make sure you pray. You cut the energy from them energies, okay? Open your windows, release them negative energies. All right, so we're going to pull on the old maid deck here. And we're gonna make it fun here. I got shout out the old maid card game. Shout out the old maid card game here. We'll see if the old maid gonna come out. We'll start with 4 portals here, okay? And see if the old maid gonna come out. The old maid has been coming out with some beautiful divine messages and some saucy ones here. So I don't know what the fuck y'all thought about the old maid. I don't know why they made the old maid look like this. It was a play on the independent single women out there that was very independent, taking care of their household, ain't need a man type of energy. They named her the old maid, made her look old with a lot of cats and things like that. Cats are very mysterious. Play on them. I'd be a cat lady all day. I miss my cats. I miss my cats. Anyway, but I'm chilling on having the cats as a pet. Actually, any household pet, no disrespect to y'all, none. I'm chilling because I don't like them being caged up in the house. Even when I had my cats, they were outside more than they were indoors. I didn't get their balls cut off, and then I didn't get them declawed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they was more so outside than they were inside. However, it came with the fleas. I was being attacked. Somehow my cats kept throwing up, kept getting sick, and it wasn't from being outside. I'm telling you, when you're being attacked, right, by certain energies, witchcraft, dark witchcraft, and things like that, they not only attack you, they attack your pets and shit like that. I'm chilling on having animals in the home. However, in the community that I live in now, is cats everywhere. All right, so let's get into this message here. We got old maid game. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. And this game comes with 33 cards in it, right? So it's pairs. So you might get a couple that come out together, but we're gonna read them separately anyway. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. All right, let's get into it. I got 2, 3 that can't. Oh, so you got a policeman that's in the energy. You got a lawyer that's in the energy here, right? You got an architect that's in the energy. Let's start with one more. We need 4. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. We need 4. I'm looking at a firefighter here, okay? Is it upside down? A firefighter is out here, okay? A waitress came out too, but we'll keep her here to the side in case we pull on more here. So we got the policeman, we got the lawyer, we got the architect, we got the firefighter. Let's see what the messages are here. My bad, y'all. Hold on. All right, so the policeman here. Trying to think. We'll do tarot. We'll get some messages from tarot from the policeman here. Tarot and oracle. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. It could be about a policeman or messages from a policeman here, okay? Take what resonate, leave the rest here, okay? The Queen of Cups is coming out here. So the first message the policeman is delivering is about an energy that's empathetic, intuitive, very emotional, with very nurturing with their emotions, compassionate, self-care, secure, devoted, loyal. They're focused on their own emotions here, right? So the policeman could be looking at someone in the Queen of Cups energy here, looking for someone, could be married to someone here. Let's see what's going on here. We got a temperance is coming reversed here. So the policeman is saying that you have an imbalanced energy, and judgment came out too. So the policeman's energy is saying that you have an imbalanced energy here that's very impatient and causing discord, right? And a lack of harmony. And this is a major issue for this policeman here, right? And this energy is in a lack of harmony. They're taking things to extreme over this Queen of Cups energy, over this energy that's in this emotional wisdom energy, right? They're focused on their own emotions here. And this temperance reverse energy is probably making false accusations. Take what resonate, leave the rest. I'm just going where my mind is going with this, right? This temperance reverse energy is the one that's out there probably calling CPS on motherfuckers. The one that's out here making false accusations. This policeman is connected to the lawyer. The temperance reverse did fall on a lawyer. So this energy could be connected to a lawyer, a dirty lawyer, but we'll see. My bad. Judgment is here. Overall, the policeman is going to have to go to court and probably have to sit on the stand, because judgment is here and he's fine. He or she is fine with doing that. I'm saying he because I see a male police officer here. It could be a female police officer, and it could very well be the alphabet boys too as well. Just because it says police here, it could be those and authority and their legal systems here, right? Judgment is here, and there's an awakening to whomever's purpose it is. Right? They've heard the spiritual calling here. So judgment is here. Rebirth. It's an inner calling of absolution here. They're finding redemption for their past mistakes here. Damn, somebody wants me to cut this message off. Here they come. I was doing good, and then here they come back again. Bitch. So what is the final message for this policeman? You see how that went? It went Queen of Cups, right? Temperance reverse tried to come out with her and that's their most powerful energy that they have, right? Temperance reverse here, right? And this is a divine message for whoever's sitting in this Queen of Cups energy here, right? Thank your energies. Thank your whomever ancestors you believe in, right? Thank yourself. Thank divine. Thank spirit here, because even this motherfucker, you just sitting in the Queen of Cups energy here. And this is still minor energy for you. You still sitting in your minor energy, whoever you are, right? Male or female, woman or man. And here come this motherfucker coming out here, or them or they. Here they come coming out here in a temperance reverse energy, right? And you sitting over there like, what the fuck is... Anyway, because judgment is here. Judgment is here. Give me one more. Give me one more, divine and spirit. We want 4. You know, 4 is my life path number there. Here's 4. The star. The star done came out. Yeah, look at you. Motherfucker. You wanted to throw out your big... They wanted to throw out their big boy head, and here you come. Oh, judgment. And while you sitting over there trying to siphon energy, you can't. They get money, they a star. Right? And we ain't talking about that cash shit that they focused on. This is money. The star energy is like very balanced with the money energy, the energy of money. They're not looking at it for the cash value. They know how to coincide with her, meaning money here, okay? So they're rejuvenated. They're in the energy of faith, optimism. They have a spiritual connection here. You don't, whomever you are. And they've found peace after the turbulent times that you've thrown at them. So now, whomever you are, the policeman, Gray, lock your ass up. You Gray get locked up here. Yes, you are. Give me the oracle deck. Whomever you are, you Gray go the fuck down. That's crazy. Give me this oracle deck. Sure. What's that? Now they button heads. They button heads and shit. Whatever's going on. So they working with other folks. Whatever's going on. Police officer watching them butt heads, laughing at their ass, but also frustrated with the situation. Right? Morgan, Tracy, Diggs, Tay. Names could be relevant. Okay? Shapeshifter. It says shapeshifters cast it back to the bottomless pit now. They button heads, y'all. They button heads like a motherfucker. They gotta go back. They gotta. It's time for you, whomever you are. It's time for you to fight with your mind and your soul, okay? Because they don't have a soul, so they can't fuck with you. They don't even have a mind. Whomever it is, and that temperance reverse that's very imbalanced, that's causing a discord, right? Very impatient. The police officers there, they ready to get the fuck locked up, whatever it is. All right, on to the lawyer here. On to the lawyer. Let's see. On to the lawyer. We'll keep the oracle deck over here. Here go tarot. We want 4 from tarot here. On to the lawyer here. Oh, the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles came out here. So the lawyer is saying, and it tried to go back in the deck there, but I caught it. The lawyer is saying that there's success within your health and education. You're grounded. This could be revolved around you going back into your childlike energy here, or a child here, right? But you're very loyal. Excuse me. Good news is ahead. Money, 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 money. Let me hold something. Success in business. Decide what you want and jump on it now, okay? Whether you're a young adult, whether you're young at heart, it's something about a child here. It's time to seize that opportunity now and here, right? Whatever's going on, the lawyer's here. Somebody going to jail. You about to get a good lawyer out there for some, all right? They see your own success that you've created within your own health, within your own education, within your own energy here, okay? Let's see what's going on with it. What else in this lawyer energy here? Said we're going to do 4, y'all. All right, so the hangman came out. The hangman came out, and that's saying that, yeah, you've sacrificed to gain wisdom. The hangman, you've gone through the dark night of the soul. You've surrendered, and you have a new perspective. It has caused your enlightenment, right? And you're willing to let go. You're seeing things from a different angle here. And that's another reason that's leaving folks angry here, okay? Are they angry with you? Probably is, and that's their issue, not yours. The 2 of Swords is coming out here. The lawyer is saying here that you may be stuck between 2 equally difficult choices. It may cause a stalemate and avoidance. For some, it's the other party that is seeking peace through denial here, right? And this lawyer is seeing this, right? Yeah, and by you being in that surrender mode and you having that new perspective, you're leaving the other party stuck in their mind here, and their lawyer stuck in their mind here, right? And we could be talking about spiritual lawyers that's coming into fruition in the physical here, right? Because don't forget, we have taken human form, so there's no more worries here. So you're going to have entities and beings that are going to be coming to you that are trusted sources that may have never even touched the face of this earth, but they're here now, right? Or maybe they have hijacked somebody else's low vibrational ass body, and now they're able to control them. You get it? All right, so we got the 4 of Pentacles coming reversed here, and you also be cautious of those that are in that low vibration that can have other entities coming in being deceptive and manipulative. So the 4 of Pentacles is coming reversed for the final messages. 4th message, final message, 4 Pentacles coming reversed. So instead of protection, they became greedy, right? Succumbing to their stinginess, it caused them to be risky, and they were spending too much money. They were told to get a proper hold of their finances and their financial resources, but they didn't, right? They're not able to release from the past. And this has something to do revolving around donations or donating. So for some, a nonprofit organization, they're haunted by certain fears of poverty, compelling them to be nothing but materialistic. Right. And the lawyer has seen all this. The lawyer has all this evidence. For some, it's a bad lawyer, a very manipulative, deceptive lawyer that's involved too. But these divine lawyers are whooping their ass. You understand? They have what's it called? Receipt after receipt, fact after fact, okay? And they're only making it worse here. It also says self-protective and defensive in terms of materialistic things. And that's where they mainly fucked up at, the materialistic world. They stuck to it. And that's the easiest way to catch a motherfucker. All right, so now we're going to get the oracle deck out here for this lawyer. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. Overall, good news is ahead. Money, 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 money. What's this? Monroe, Maryland. Junior. KFJ. Seeing the face of a future husband or a skull. Somebody doing some type of, somebody did some type of magic here. Seeing the face of a future husband or a skull. And from the research that I've done here, this is like some type of magic to attract, love magic here, to attract someone, to attach someone to somebody. This ain't no good shit here. This ain't good right here. This that mirror on the wall shit. An offer that was too good to be true. Look at that shit there. And my hand was in the middle of the deck there, but this has words on it, so I'm going to take the fourth message from it. I told you, they always come out. Didn't I tell you? That 322 society. I'm looking at skull and bones here. The order, the brotherhood of death. Order 322, 193 years plus. I'm looking at Yale, 1832. I'm looking at U.S. presidents. I'm looking at 2,800 plus members. Bonesmen, 322 again. Active, one chapter, senior society, elite, secret, 64 High Street, New Haven, Connecticut, 06511. I'm also looking at one of the big three, Skull and Key, or Scroll and Key, excuse me, Wolf's Head. On the back, I'm looking at Linonia, Brothers in Unity, Phi Beta Kappa, Crooking, Awards, Calliopean Society, 1969, 1992, William Hunting Russell and Alfonso Taft, plus 13 other members. 4 years at Yale, Eulogia, Lyman Bag, Tap Day, 15 junior class members annually since the 1879 year. Whew! So just imagine where my mind was. This is when I was being gang stalked and targeted, and then I just started flipping that shit on there. I'm like, fuck that. I'm just gonna study and just write all this shit down and just see how it come out. Because if we're all under judgment, and I know that they control all these systems, then why not learn what I can learn and then write it on these little portals here and see how they come out here. And they always want to offer you an offer that's too good to be true here. They always seem to be dirty, don't they? Dirty offers here, right? A deal, a job, a favor that's tainted by dishonesty, corrupt immoral gain like filthy garments, which is an attempt to pollute your inner life. They wished you were unalived and dead. They have no respect for you, right? It's a trap. It's very tempting that them dreams of that dirty money turned into your reality there. The funds that led to the financial hardship there, right? The dirty gift, the clothes, the gifts, right? You stole destinies. Remember that? Okay. Because sometimes motherfuckers be trying to forget and shit. I just want to see if they remember things. They can't remember their age because they done fucked up every calendar that's out here, right? All their calendars and all their systems have collapsed. Julian, Ethiopian, Gregorian, Egyptian, Roman. What the fuck kind of calendar? Mayan, Aztec. What else? They have all collapsed. So now we're going to move on to the architect. And you know the architect here, what is the architect doing? What's in the architect's hand? Right? right? So the architect got on a hard hat and has papers in her hand. It's a female too, or a woman, right? It could be a man or a male or them or they, whatever you want to say, right? But there's an architect here with a case in her hand here, too, like a toolbox here, like a case here with papers, like maps in her hand here, right? What's up, y'all? I read the comments at the end. I read the comments at the end so divine and spirit can know how we're communicating as well. So let's see what the architect gonna bring out for this tarot portion. Ashe. Architect. I come on a little later too. So this death reverse just fell on judgment and the star, right? It flew over there. So the architect is saying, look what I found, right? They're refusing to let go of this star energy, and they're refusing to let go even though they're under judgment, right? They're refusing to let go. They don't have faith, right? They're still trying to siphon energy and want a spiritual connection with those that's in the star energy. It flew on judgment and the star like this, right? Okay? Because you're awakening to your true purpose here, they're refusing to let go. Because you're hearing a spiritual calling here, they're stagnant and they have the inability to move on. They're holding on to a past version of you that you not only went back and got, but because you went back and got it, you left that shadow behind. So they're siphoning energy from a shadow that they've created. Right? Okay. Let them siphon that energy. Don't go back. Don't look back. You can't. Whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's fucking society, whether it's 322s or and beyond, because they're controlled by those higher than them too, right? Excuse me. Let me grab it. They're controlled by those that are higher than them, right? Right. So whatever we want to call them, they're refusing to let go. Ooh, shit. My motherfucking leg going numb. Goddamn, y'all. Ah, damn. Hey, it was on the verge of getting a Charlie horse too. You can't do that. You gotta fight that motherfucker. You get a Charlie horse, you gotta fight that bitch. You can't sit in that motherfucker. You sit in it, it wins. You gotta punch it or fight it or something. We at war. So we got death coming reverse. The architect like, look what I found here. Look at this shit. The architect like, I know you fucking lying. They stagnant. They holding on to the past and they still trying to siphon your energy. And the energy that they siphoning is a shadow that they've created. What's this? Come here. Bring that ass here. We got the Three of Swords coming out here. Look at the architect. The architect, look here. Now they at grief and sorrow because they got to deal with the painful truths here. Right? They have to process working through their sorrow. Look at them crying and shit. They actually crying and shit about this stuff too. And I would too, because if you have to think about this. If this is century upon century upon century here, I don't give a damn what physical form they in right now. They are a source of power that is not light. Right? They are cosmic mistakes, rulers of their worlds. We rule realms that is destroying their fucking worlds. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, so they are relentless systems around us that are maintained by lesser beings that are pretending to be gods, right? They're prisons. They are made of comfort, routine, and pleasure, right, y'all? The 12 thrones, the gatekeepers of illusions, right? The demiurge. They fell and created this realm, right? Okay. And they used Sophia. Look, it says here Sophia was there. I got to research about the Sophia. Here, I do. But they fell and created this material realm. If y'all got any information about Sophia in regard to the demiurge, comment below. Let's learn. Let's work together. I read the comments at the end. Y'all know that. All right, what else is here? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles is coming reversed here. Look what the architect done found. They've been materialistic. They're in fear of solitude. They done showed off without substance here. They depended on others, right? And they lived beyond their means. Give me one more architect. And the Queen of Pentacles is coming reversed. for this last message from tarot, from the architect here, right? There's a need for self-care, right? Within the work, within the home, it's conflict. There's a need for balance ASAP. And you know how they like their materialistic shit here. Everything is all about materialism here, right? So be mindful of your financial choices, right? There's a need for balance between personal and professional life. You need to self-reflect. Y'all have to understand, they come into the channel, they come into the frequency. So if you hear me directing it that way, that's who I'm speaking to. If you know you're not in this energy, y'all know I ain't talking to y'all. Y'all know that. But if you know you got some shit to work on, then you got to work on it, right? You just got to work on it. Oracle deck, Ashe. Let's get 4 messages from the Oracle deck. I used to be there too. There's a panda, and this is sticking out. A panda is here. The architect is coming out. The panda, she went to go see the panda, right? And the panda, she heard the panda say that you're connected with Eastern wisdom, right? You're connected to duality of feminine and masculine energies. You're heart-centered. You're nurturing. You pay attention to your emotions. You're calm and patient with yourself. Privacy is a must. She said the panda said, I bring good luck with strength and peace, having a positive outlook on your life. Look at that. And then the panda also said, you are powerful. This is what this architect is seeing and telling them. You are powerful, right? You have a connection with the higher purpose. You are in a state of inner resilience, right? Innate strength. You are a strong influence, right? This architect is telling them this. They mad at the architect. Something about a hidden unaliving here, right? A hidden death. Spiritual separation from God. Generator, operator, destroyer, whomever you are, whomever you call God. We all got different names and versions. You dig what I'm saying? But it's a spiritual separation from your God. That's how I put it. From your God. Okay? And they're dying to their self, their ego. A decline in spiritual well-being, unnoticed on the surface here, right? So on the surface, they look all fruitful and shit, but they are done, right? Soul transitions to a non-physical realm. They no longer have a soul, right? That's what your energy is doing to them. You are powerful, right? And you just being you. You just being you, learning how to be whomever you are going to be. We've never known how to be who we are. We've always been taught. And taught that's right and that's wrong. Right? It says here, the defectors and the moles. The architect, she's seen them. The defectors and the moles, right? The deep cover agents, the long-term snakes, the sleeper agents, the espionage agents, right? She's seen them all. Don't forget, she right next to that lawyer that's right next to that goddamn policeman here. You understand how this is going, y'all? I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, they see it all and they know it, right? Mm-hmm. And defectors and moles is going right next to the Skull and Bones Society. Let me just show y'all real quick what I mean by right next to it. Love y'all. So you see how I put it? This the policeman, this the lawyer, and this the architect. This the tarot portion of what we did. And these are the oracle messages that came directly from those energies, right? The defector and moles is right next to your Skull and Bones Society, which is right next to you need to fight with your mind and your soul. Okay? Because they damn sure watching you. And that's okay. Lights, camera, action, bitch. That's okay. Do not react. Hey, look, the more you don't react, shit. I gotta move y'all over here. I keep forgetting about that. God damn it. My bad. The real sun is out, right? The sunlight. I can cut this light off here, but we're gonna finish this transmission. I'll come back on a little bit later here. Okay, so now we got this firefighter that's coming out here. Don't forget the waitress also came out. Last time the waitress came out, she came out talking about, look, the vet is on the back too, but we're not going to do that here, okay? But the firefighter is here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. We got this firefighter out here. We got tarot. Is this tarot? Yep, we got tarot. We're gonna start with tarot for the firefighter. Message from the firefighter here. Okay. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. I say now the firefighter. What do we know the firefighters to do? Right? Firefighter gonna show up before the ambulance all the time. The Three of Wands is out here. So the first message is talking about expansion, right? Foresight, overseas opportunity. You're getting ready to explore new territory. The firefighter is putting out the fire, so you can go. The firefighter's like, we putting this fire out, right? Look ahead to the future. We putting out all the fucking fires to the flames, okay? Initial success of ventures. And you got your Three of Wands here, so you're going to be having opportunities here with third-party involvements that you are going to create. They're going to be on your frequency here, right? It's happening. It's happening. It's not going to happen. It's happening. What's this? We got the High Priestess energy here. Yeah, they putting the fire out. Firefighter energy. You are the mysteries of the universe that logic just cannot explain. You're very intuitive. You have unconscious knowledge. You represent divine feminine, and you're connected to your inner voice. The King of Pentacles is coming reverse. That's the fire they putting out there. Because this King of Pentacles that's coming reverse, this energy has fallen from their prosperous throne there, right? And they're disconnected from their own energy. They're being impatient and indulgent, and they've gambled too far, and they've overstretched. They've taken shortcuts, and they've received bad information here. It could be a firefighter that's involved on this flip side too, right? But for the most part, this firefighter energy is putting out the fire to this, right? They were too focused on the material, never appreciating the values and things, just the price, right? They were stingy too, controlling, a poor reputation, and they in debt. And they wanted this energy for whomever is in this High Priestess energy that's expanding and moving on with those overseas opportunity, oversight. Motherfucker, High Priestess got that oversight, motherfucker. Try to tell you. You think they just a seer. Motherfucker, they oversee shit. So you got one more coming out for this tarot. What's that? Come here. The Tower coming reversed here, right? So the firefighter here is saying this King of Pentacles reverse energy is trying to avoid painful truths. Whoever it is, it could be a man or a woman, female, male, them or they. But they're resistant to the necessary destruction, right? And they're delaying the inevitable, avoiding the disaster that they've caused. Thank you, firefighter. Now we're going to get the Oracle deck for the firefighter here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Oracle messages for the firefighter here. Ashe. The Jaguars here. I'm looking at the Jaguar. Right? So the firefighter said he came across a Jaguar. And the Jaguar said, you represent inner energy, which is Kundalini energy. You're both sun and moon. You're focused on communication. You growl and grunt for now, but there's no need to roar. Right? You are the gatekeeper to all that is unknown, and you offer lessons about inner power. Look at that. A roar. I know that's fucking right. We got Manichaeism archons coming out here. If I said that right. Manichaeism. Gnostic usage, evil beings, Prince of Darkness, Adam, Cadmon, Spirit of Life, formed the firmament with their skin. The firefighter said they're betting against all odds. Fourth and final message. Hollywood Kids, Gomez, Selena. This was on the bottom. Smith, Will, and I'm looking at Brownstone Egyptian Revival, Grove Street Cemetery. Man, I could have y'all here for 4, 5 hours. If I really went in deep, and started researching shit with y'all, we be sitting here like this. You know how we used to play the games for hours. But let me finish getting my whole scenery set up to where I'm not necessarily sitting on the floor all the time. And y'all in some fucking trouble once I get there. Oh, y'all in trouble. Be aware, I'm coming out with a few podcasts here. I'm already on podcasts here. If you're not willing to wait for the transmissions to come out on YouTube, you can also go check it out over on Spotify. Hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, Portals to Truth is over there on Spotify. Check that on out if y'all want to. Let's see here. We're going to pull on. Thank you. Thank you to the old maid deck, right? We're going to put these to the side here. Yeah, we're going to put these to the side. Now we're just going to pull on Poetry for Neanderthal, Buzzed, and Incoherent. All right. Bam. So y'all know me. I like to pull the cards, and I pull from their games here. And this is Poetry for Neanderthal. I got this game because, I be doing my little poetry thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Bible, hashtag reverse the negative. You know what I'm saying? I published this in 2023 here. But with that being said, they have cards in here that have messages on them. And when I was looking at the cards, I'm like, damn, I can incorporate this into when I do my reads here. And y'all finna see exactly what I mean. Hold on. So Poetry for Neanderthal, the game of Buzzed, and Incoherent. Incoherent, this motherfucker right here. Oh, man. Woo! I shave. So we got Poetry for Neanderthal. And we're just going to be decoding some messages here, okay? What's this? I'm looking at a fence. Something about a fence and an electric fence here, right? Alligator wrestling. Back to that electric fence. I don't know if y'all seen that TV show. What was it called here? Wayward Pines. All right. Look what came out. Poison ivy. 7 deadly sins came back out. Why are they so angry? 7, right? 7 deadly sins. Something about an electric fence. They're so angry, right? Something about alligator wrestling as well. Don't forget that. Why are they so angry? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Why are they so angry, right? What's going on? All right. Something about pillow or a pillow fight. A short circuit or short. I'm not with the one-eyed shit. So if you see one of my eyes covered, I'm not with that shit. It's the angle. Driver, backseat driver. Driver or the backseat driver. Candle or candle wax. Okay? Candle or candle wax here, right? Battlefield. We got dry and dry ice. Nest and nest egg, something about a high school. And high, you got dry ice and dry. That's going to fall under the electric fence and the fence here. Alligator wrestling, battling, a battlefield here. Battlefield with the electric fence. Right? 7 deadly skins is connected. 7 deadly skins. 7 deadly sins is connected to high school, right? High, 7, right? Poison ivy, something about a nest or a nest egg in the woods, right? Something about in the woods here, right? Poison, right? 7 deadly sins, a high school is connected to it, near a high school. 7 deadly sins is also connected to the battlefield and dry ice. Poison is connected to the battlefield and dry ice. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Trash can and trash. Falling under short circuit, short pillow talk is trash. Pillow talk is trash. Something about a trash can here. The club, it's a short circuit at that club, right? Don't eat that club sandwich after that pillow talk. It's trash, okay? Stop taking a shortcut. It's trash. The flying saucer and a fly here with the backseat driver here and a driver. Somebody is driving the flyer saucer here, right? And it's the backseat driver. It's not a real flying saucer here. They're flying, but they're lying. Yes, they are. It's connected to crab and crab cakes here. Candle, candle wax, candle, candle. They burning candles, talking about a flying saucer. They want to fly. They're lying. Crab cakes, crab cakes. What about the crab cakes, though? Something about crab, too. Somebody might like crab, crab legs, crab cakes. Somebody might like seafood. They might be somewhere where the crab cakes are, okay? Crabs, the water, the flying saucers. They over the water. It's a short circuit in their flying saucer. They're over a certain energy portal, and it's causing a short circuit within their flying saucer. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. The computer consumption. The computer consumption. Supercomputer. You're the supercomputer. You're the supercomputer. Right? You're the super intelligent being. They're artificial intelligence. Something about the battlefield and the supercomputer here. The electric fence. Something about that damn computer, though. It's a fight. It's a battlefield. It's a fight. Back to that pillow fight. Where's the other pillow fight at? Yeah, pillow talk. It was pillow talk. Now it's a pillow fight, right? Don't do that pillow talk shit. It's short. That talk is short, right? The supercomputer, they fighting. It's a battlefield. They fighting. They fighting, y'all. Over you, the super intelligent being here, okay? They're fighting. And this ain't no damn pillow fight. They wished it was a pillow fight. They fake ass flying saucers that came out there that got a short circuit. Stick with me. Hold on. You'll know if it's the real deal or not. You gotta understand, and overstand. They're gonna try everything that they could do to keep these illusions up, but they've caught a short circuit. Oh shit, you are the supercomputer. What's that? Something about a beach. I told y'all something about a beach in the water here. Something about the water, the beach, the secret recipe. Cook your own food, make your own food. Something about a secret here, a secret nest egg, a secret nest, secret in the high school, the 7 deadly sins. Something about a secret recipe, right? Poison ivy, poison, secret recipe, poison. It's all connected. The beach, it's all connected. Near the high school or high school sweetheart, high school. Toilet paper came out in the club. Pay attention to the toilet paper. The bathroom that was in the club, the toilet paper here. Something about toilet paper. The short circuit, and the pumpkin patch. Okay? A pumpkin, right? The pumpkin patch that was at the high school, right? The electric fence. The pumpkin patch. The ghost town that's flying under that the flying saucer is flying over. The ghost town, okay? Sundown towns, the ghost, okay? This is free advice. Leave me something, description in the motherfucking. Look, if you want to leave me something, it's in it, but this is free advice here, okay? This is free advice, right? 4-8-12. That's portal number 12. You know how they like that number 12. This is free advice for y'all. In your ghosts, in your ghost towns, your fake ass flying saucers and shit. Talking about some patty cakes and shit. Crab cakes and shit. SpongeBob ass motherfucker. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? No, you're not. Right? No, you're not. Backseat driving ass motherfucker caught a short circuit. Uh-huh. You wasn't ready to fall over that energy portal. What's this? Yeah, it's time to party. This is the third. Oh, it's time to party. They in a fucking black hole. Now you the party pooper. Look at that shit. They in a black hole, bitch. That's the 13th portal too. Bitch. Comment below if you know what a black hole is. Woo! Fly over that, bitch. Fly over that with they flying saucers. They done flew into a goddamn black hole. Woo! Y'all got to excuse me. Shit, if you ain't on my frequency, then hey, it is what it is. But now you sitting over here partying while you a party pooper. Take that. Thank you. Let me flip the camera so y'all can have y'all point of view here. So y'all can see how I connect the dots. I always do it like the 13 portals, right? This time I did 4 columns instead of 3, right? So here we go. And of course they're front to back, and I kept flipping them front to black, right? Front to back, so that we can get a more clear and concise message out of it. Okay. So of course I flipped them. More overall, we sitting over here partying. They some fucking party poopers, because we created not only a hole, but a motherfucking black hole. Yes, we did. Comment below if you know what a black hole is. All right, let me see how much percentage I got on my phone here. All right. Y'all get ready to tap off. We had 125.30. Damn, I missed y'all. Damn. Missed y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie. I missed this connection here because, again, like I told y'all, I didn't even jump on no tarot for self. I just kind of went through the flow of things, right? Was exercising, going to physical therapy and shit like that, but I wasn't really doing much. And yeah, y'all can see from this angle, it might not look like I don't exercise. Don't let a bitch stand up. Don't let that bitch drop it like it's hot. It's like, no, I'm trying to get my good knees back. I'm working on my good knees, motherfuckers. All right, so now we're gonna pull on what I say, buzz. We got the game of buzzed out here. It say this drinking game gets you and your friends hydrated, buzzed. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. I got this one, and then I got one that flipped over here. All right, it says, go around saying your best Halloween costume. Have the group decide on a favorite drink that person has to drink twice. So something about Halloween, a Halloween costume. What's that? Scorpio season there, Halloween there? Or is it Libra? Is it Scorpio or Libra? I think it's Scorpio. October 31st could be relevant here. We're looking at drink if you voted in the last election. Drink again if you just lied. So they're angry here. Something about Halloween. They're angry, right? Something about Halloween, right? And if you voted, but you lied about voting, as you should. We ain't doing that shit. The word vote got veto in it, bitch. The fuck wrong with y'all? So, all right, let's see what we got. We got drink if you work from home. You know what? Drink again. You can work from bed tomorrow. I know that's right. Somebody working from home. Check the IP address again. Check the burnt in address. Somebody working from home. And particularly their bed. Check the bedroom. If your phone doesn't have a case on it, chic, but also stupid. Drink. Somebody out there with a phone that doesn't have a case, so they're probably using a flip phone there. They're probably using a flip phone. Flip phones don't have cases there, okay? Or they're using a phone where they need to put a fucking case on it and it's going to crack. So they have a cracked phone. Their phone is cracked maybe, okay? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. If you're wearing sunscreen, cheers to your skin. They're allergic to the sun, and they voted. Whoever it is, they're allergic to the sun here. They can't go out in the sun like we can as energy. Cheers to your skin. That's crazy. It says here, go around naming things you think would send a Victorian child into a coma. First to laugh drinks. So you got Victorian age, Victorian child in the energy here. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? A Victorian child. What are you? It also says Big toe reveal. Damn, whoever could make the most money off of it, take a drink. Somebody out there making money off of taking pics off of their toes. That's what's up. Shit, let me hold something. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. You know, they got the foot fetishes out here. What we got? Victorian child. Let's look that up. Victorian child. Meaning. We'll just look up meaning. A Victorian child refers to children living in Great Britain and its empire during Queen Victoria's reign, 1837 through 1901. Experiences differed drastically. Wealthy children were educated and nurtured, while poor children often endured hard labor, dangerous factory work, and extreme poverty. Childhood was marked by rigid discipline, high morality rates, and emerging social reforms. Okay, so lifestyle and social class, rights and treatment, health, education, literature. Many Victorian children worked in factories or as chimney sweeps. Damn, yo. So some synonyms. This is why I don't call my children kids, right? Some synonyms is kid, right? That's a Victorian slang. I don't call my children kids because a kid is a baby goat, and my motherfucking children ain't no goddamn animals. Period, point blank. All right, so I name mine as children, right? Yeah. Ragged school child, chimney sweep, child laborer, young Victorian. Damn, yo, this ridiculous. We're cleansing this though. All is under judgment. Anything that come out of my motherfucking portals or my frequency, everything is under judgment here. But show me that big toe, nigga. Get that money, whoever you are. Get that money off that big toe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't think shit. Ain't not. It's a toe. It's a toe. Stick it in peanut butter and shit. But all right, I don't know. So we need 6 more. I'm looking at drink. If you keep up with the Kardashians here, okay, somebody might like a lot of reality. Is that reality? Reality TV there, and particularly keeping up with the Kardashians. Are you trying to keep up with them, and why? That is falling under if you're wearing sunscreen. Cheers. They ain't got what you got, beloved. That's why they siphoning your energy. That's why they kids are mixed. Okay, all right. So don't do that. Okay, whatever's going on. Drink if you voted. Veto, we're not doing that, okay? Drink, if you've hooked up with someone here, is it awkward? Did we just make it awkward? Damn, somebody hooking up with somebody within this channel? And did I make it awkward? Ah, shit. Drink, if you're subscribed to an Only's fan. This is falling under that big toe. Somebody making money any kind of way they fucking can. I wouldn't do this. Right here, this is another. Hey, everybody got a hoe and a pimp everywhere, right? In every society, every community. I don't give a fuck. It's a hoe and a pimp everywhere. Church, goddamn tarot, goddamn government, goddamn just the regular streets, goddamn schools, goddamn it, OnlyFans. I mean, I'm just saying, they everywhere. Okay, anybody that has control over you and your money, that's a fucking pimp, and you the hoe. Especially if you gotta do sexual favors for it. We out here. Tuna fish came out. Damn. Drink if you keep up with the Kardashians. Tuna fish or egg salad sandwich. Everyone votes. The losing team drinks. If you guessed neither, you're correct. We got some stanky bitches in the energies here. They said tuna fish or egg salad sandwich. Keep trying to keep up with these goddamn Kardashians here. Your body gonna be stinking, okay? They filling you with diseases and poison. Okay, trying to get all plump and scrumptious for what it ain't even yours, the toxins they put in your body. Okay, drink if you've hooked up with someone here. If you prefer to be little spoon, take a little sip. If you prefer to be big spoon, take a big sip. If you're vers, finish your drink. What is vers? What does VERS mean, y'all? If you prefer to be little spoon, all right. If you prefer to be little spoon, take a little sip. If you prefer to be big spoon, take a big sip. If you're vers, I'm confirmation to move on. Finish your drink. Finish your drink if you that. And 13th and final portal is going to be drink if you've ever won over $100 at the casino or on lottery tickets. We hope you quit while you're ahead. Somebody is out there gambling and they still losing. And they getting fucked up drunk in the process. Damn. Getting shot in the ass too. Why they doing it? Damn. All right, that's our 13 portals. Let me flip the camera so y'all can have your own point of view. Incoherent is coming up next. Incoherent is coming up next. Shout out to the game Buzzed. Incoherent is coming up next. Yep. About time for me to go smoke, drink some water and some more water. I need some tea. I made some warm lemon water this rising, but I want some tea. Y'all know how I like my tea, y'all. I like my tea. Like my tea, mouth dry and shit. And I brush my teeth with baking soda, so it'd be like you drink lemon water after you brush your teeth with baking soda. Whoo-wee. It's like drinking seltzer water. All right, incoherent. Incoherent. We got pop culture. We're going to take a few from that. We got spicy. Y'all know I said it's not for children or kids. So if you under the age of 18, I don't want to hear your motherfucking parents talking about, oh, I'm about to do legal obligations against whoever because you weren't watching your child's algorithm. You understand what I'm saying? If you are a child, even my own children, get the fuck on. Y'all hear this shit all day, every day. Get the fuck on. Because it's about to get spicy. Incoherent is a game that I learned real quickly. It can go whichever way we wanted to go. Here, incoherent here. It's called the spicier edition. I got these games from my oldest child and my oldest daughter. Lord, when they play these games, they really be drinking and shit. All right, but incoherent can mean that you're under the influence of something or you just are unable to speak. Buzzed is you done got fucked up, your mind altering done got fucked up, whether you was excited or whether you was drinking or getting high. You know, you got a buzz out of something, right? Buzzed. But incoherent, it can mean somebody has the inability to speak, literally, right? And it could be messages coming from someone who's unable to speak, right? They're only able to speak gibberish at the time, right? And you'll see what I'm talking about when we play. We're going to play the game together and see what kind of storyline come out of it. Why are they so angry? Don't forget that. That's the whole purpose of the transmission, right? Why are they so angry? So, for example, what does that say? Give you 10 seconds to comment below. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You don't know, right? So that's the whole purpose of the game. Incoherent. It says, I have the shits. I have the shits. Y'all see that? So that's an example. Somebody's trying to tell you something, but you don't quite understand what they're saying. And a hint would be stomach issues, kind of like when your nose is runny and the snot won't stop coming out, okay? So I have the shits. That was that, okay? Right? So now we're going to play. We're going to put this to the side. And we're going to see what kind of messages is going to come out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see how we can go with this. I say. All right, let's see. Ooh, Lord. What's all? We'll take this. This all fell here. All right. So while I hold it up and you guess, the hint is swinging those fists. When you call shotgun, but someone else takes the front seat anyway, it's time for them to catch these hands, okay? So the first message is catch these hands. Somebody want to catch these hands, okay? Somebody want to fight. Somebody want to fight. That's the first message. Somebody is wanting to fight. They want to swing those fists. Okay. What's next? Okay. The talking the talk. So the first one was catch these hands, right? The next one is talking the talk, right? No action here. They want to catch these hands and swing those fish, but they ain't taking no action. Like saying you're never drinking again and then drinking the next weekend here. No action. They just talking the talk. Look at divine and spirit ain't shit. They just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But a hit dog will holler, motherfucker. Power bottom. Not a weak top. Oh my God. This is what I was talking about to get spicy, right? So somebody power bottom came out. Okay? Wow. Ooh-wee. The sexual equivalent of a backseat driver, not a weak top. So you talking to talk, but you a power bottom out here, okay? Damn. Trying to catch these hands, you can eat my ass. Look at this shit. You want to catch these hands, bitch? Eat my ass. Taste the bum. A bootiful request. I can't with this game. Talking all that shit with no action. You ain't doing nothing but causing more money, more problems with them rich people issues. Picking what Rolex to wear is way harder than you think. Sitting up there talking all that shit. You sitting over there with rich people issues here. We over here in divineness, and here you go, influences. You the influencers that's in the wild. TikToking in the public. Catching someone in the act of taking 87 pics for Instagram. You a power bottom. Okay? That's the sexual equivalent of a backseat driver. Damn, this joint getting. You can talk about you want to catch these hands. Okay, eat my ass over there tailgating. Right before the game, too. Usually more fun than the game itself. So you can have fun with eating my ass. I'm going to flip the camera so y'all can have y'all point of view for y'all that's coming in here. Tailgating. More money, more problems. You sitting up there talking that talk with no action. They got all fucked up. Now you on the come down. The day after. The unpleasant phase when you go from loving life to thinking the music is too loud. Nigga got a hangover. That's like saying you're never drinking again and then you're drinking the next week. Talking the talk. No action. That's portal number 8. Talking the talk with no action, and you sitting up there being a backseat driver of power bottom. You an influencer in the world, TikToking in public, taking 87 pics for IG. Talking about, can I buy you a drink? That's one of your pickup lines, ain't it? AKA, can I exchange a cocktail for your undivided attention? Oh, you gonna catch these hands, all right? And while you sitting up there eating my ass and tailgating, you finna find out that I can't even poop. I'm constipated. That's nature's way of letting you know who's really in charge. So you eating my ass, expecting to get shit from it, and you can't even get nothing but a fart. Talking all that shit with no action, causing more problem, more money, right? More money, more problems. Them rich people issues, right? Now you want to come down. You done got so damn high, you want to come down here. And it's all about a murder mystery. Who killed who? Who? Huh? More money, more problems. You done forgot who killed who, huh? For when you want a killer game night. out there, out this bitch playing Clue. Where's my game of Clue? Y'all know I got Clue too that I be incorporating. Look at this shit here. Talking about, can I buy you a drink? Serving cunt. What did I say? Delivering realness. Unapologetically being a boss ass bitch. 3, 6, 9, 12. 13th and final message from Incoherent. Why are they so angry? What's this say? Okay, we're going to pick on this one. 13th and final message is, it's not over till it's over. These are optimistic words. When your team's down 10 with 2 minutes to go, but you're a glass half full type of person, it's not over till it's over. Damn! God damn! Whoo! That was amazing, y'all. That was amazing. So again, I gotta go smoke and I gotta go. I don't got to, but I want to. And I gotta go make my tea. And I want to pray. We're gonna pray, but first I gotta read over these comments. You know how we do. Gotta read over the comments. That was beautiful. While I read over the comments, y'all. Let's see. Ooh, y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Let me see what's going on here. I got so many messages this time, so many comments that were shit. We probably have to skip through a few of these job jokers here. But y'all know me. Every voice must be heard, and Divine the Spirit loves how we interact. So let's get into it. Hannah Brummer, what up, beloved? How you doing? Hold on. Let me put all the rest of these out here. We had them. We had this. We had all of these. Where's Buzzed? My fault. And we had Buzzed. So when we pray and cut the cords from all the energies, y'all know it's going to go inside my little box over there, which is pretty much full. But anyway, let me finish reading the comments here while y'all read over this here. We got Sir Marshall. Good morning, beautiful. What up, beloved? Grand rising to you. Hannah Brummer. Hey, I also talk, what did I say? To the bees. Yes. Yes. I had a dark night after I got divorced. That was 15 years ago. Dark night. I think you meant night. After you got divorced, that was 15 years ago. Yep, you meant night. Yep. Sierra Dunn dash H3D threw up them 100 signs back at you. Pray for them to be healed. My Riaz underscore authentically underscore MEI3 said, I've noticed that. Look at Planetary Ali. She this energy also said diamonds and rubies are found in the dirt. Tunshay. Sir Marshall said hi. What up, beloved? And what up, Mariez? Angel Marley 777 said hi. Style Mamalia threw up the kissy back at you. Back at y'all. What up, Angel? Divinely Unique said hi. What up, beloved? Red Glass VR said, free gospel for anyone who needs to hear it. We are all sinners, but Jesus died on the cross for every sin that was and will ever be committed. Whoever has true faith in Jesus will not be thrown into the fire, but live in paradise with him. That's what Red Glass VR said, Divine and Spirit. Michael Holly said, people are full of crap. Divinely Unique said, Julian, and laugh out loud. Ashe. Talk about that calendar. 0101 Null TN said the following. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for the, said assalamu alaikum. And then Divinely Unique came in and said, thank you for the reading and threw up the purple hearts. I shaded both of you guys, right? And then 0101 said the following, truth, then threw up the what the fuck, then said, yes, But then said, Posy is nice. Thank you, man. Toesies. Yes, we are controlled, but by the Most High. Then Divinely Unique said, if you don't understand, this isn't your message. And then 010 said, no TN said, yeah, huh, your leg was in the wrong position. Uh-oh, cards are falling. Huh, it is century up on century. Oh, upon century, and it will not end until the end of days, like God told us. Sinners and saints, reverse, reverse. Please, please, D'Amica, I speak truth. Who could intercede in his Okay, so this is where I'm gonna stop, right? 010. If y'all want to follow 010, go ahead and do that. Motherfucker got a lot of scriptures and shit, right? And I respect you for your comments, but this isn't like how can I put this? This ain't the channel for that, beloved. I'm on a certain frequency where I know I'm God. You understand? And I'm teaching those to understand who their higher being is. So it's no disrespect to you or the deities that you choose to pray. But even the deities that you choose to pray is tired of y'all saying you did the shit and you putting your sins on that energy here. So you have to understand that the devil energy is basically your root chakra, right? So you are rising from your devil energy, which is what? Your root chakra, right? Your rising, your Kundalini energy is going to rise through your Christ consciousness, your Jesus Christ, your Christ consciousness, right? Up your spinal, your chakra system, right? Which is going to go up to your crown, your third eye, your crown. It's a system, right? Your higher God, your higher consciousness in my realm. Now, in your world, you choose to believe in whatever God that you're choosing to believe in and Jesus and all that. But you have to understand that this is about energy. So when you come on this channel like this, I'm not going to read your comments because it's like those words are coming out of my mouth. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't rock like that. I'm not submissive like that. You dig what I'm saying? And my God is a her. You dig what I'm saying? All this his. Your God is probably, hopefully you're talking about yourself because it don't seem like that. You know what I'm saying? Who could intercede in his presence without his permission? That's how I feel about myself. Who could intercede in my motherfucking presence without my permission? Nobody. You dig what I'm saying? He knows what appears in front of and behind his creatures, right? Nor can they encompass any knowledge of him except what he wills. Is that not what you feel for yourself? Right? So I challenge you, 010 naughty N, to stop, not stop. I don't challenge you to do shit. I challenge you to stop putting that shit in the comments though. Right? Right? Or don't. But you're going to notice within this frequency, a lot of different entities that's on a different energy is going to be telling you truths that you might not want to hear. And it may leave you a whole lot more confused than what you already are. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't mean no disrespect to you. Believe in who you want to believe in. But I challenge you to believe in you more. All right. And I love you. It's all love, but it's like, what the fuck? Joey's son said, I am both the divine, masculine, divine, feminine self as one with the Holy Spirit. Can I get a pin on that? You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. You are the I am, beloved. Thank you, Joey, for that. Thank you. And thank you to where you at, baby? I think it was Divinely Unique that clearly said if you don't understand, then it's not your message, and that's okay. It just means that all these messages are timeless, right, beloved? But it's just not your time right now. You still got a lot that you got to work on, babe. That's what that is. And thank you for 0101 new TN. Thank you for that comment on your leg was in the wrong position because you were absolutely right on that. Motherfucker had me numb. It's all love, beloved, but you just got to know who you are. That's it. All right, so we got it's not us, not you, not me. It is, oh god damn it, I'm done with you. Dennis Dorsey said, I thank God for you, right? Dennis Dorsey, if you're still here, Dennis Dorsey 111. I thank your God for you, right? We got Ruby Gray said hi, what up, beloved? We got Joey's son that says thanks, thank you. It's a general collective read. We pulling in this energy. We got Jacqueline Artie that said hi. What up, beloved? How you doing? We got damn Shell McAfee that said thank you and appreciate you. Hey, I say to you, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's a general collective read here, okay? um Nicole says hi from Scotland. Hey, what up? I don't know how to do a Scotland accent, but what up, Nicola? What up? How you doing, beloved? I think I'm good with the Australia joint. Good day, Governor. You know, I'm gonna look up Scotland. Scotland, y'all got like the bagpipes and things like that. Scotland. I gotta look it up. But thank you. If you're still in the chat, give me a little bit of history on Scotland. I appreciate that, Nicola. We got Rose Neal that says hi. What up, beloved? Honey B baby girl underscore baby girl. What up, baby girl? How you? Miss Ashley says, oh my God, that's funny. Yo, I don't even know what I said. At this point, I don't even know Ashley, but I do be watching. We got who else we got? 01. You did that. Damn, you did that. Andromeda, Earth Angel said hi. What up, beloved? Richard Croker doing them 10 commandments. Hey, you need to, hey, whoever you are, 01 null 10, start with that. Do the 10, read the 10 commandments. Read the Bible with a different perspective. Because you there, you're tapped in, but you're tapped in, I don't want to say the wrong, it's your perspective. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to say that. You just going through your own journey. Richard Croker said, I need a hug too. Hey, Richard, give me a hug. Come here, nigga. Come here, nigga. We all need hugs. Come here. Give me a hug, nigga, now. um, B.C. Home Improvement Victor 163 said, you are nuts. I can't believe she says she's a god. What kind of nut am I? Am I like a cashew? You said nuts. So am I like mixed nuts in my testicles? You dig? I'd rather be a pair of testicles. If you're gonna say I'm nuts, make me a big fat ass pair of balls. Okay, I like balls, salty balls. Okay, so make sure they big ass balls, energy balls that's hanging from my clit. But yeah, I am nuts. Richard Croker said 2 pairs. Exactly. Right on time. 2 pairs. Give me 2 pairs of balls, okay? Richard Croker said dance then. And then what was he saying? Dance then. Okay. And then we got Richard Croker said, I'm drunk in church. And that's what it is. And that's what it is. And that's what it is. Do you understand? I be high in church. You got me fucked up. I smoke right. If I ever go to church, goddamn it. Whether it's a funeral, motherfucker, a wedding, and motherfucker, just church service. If you ever catch me going into any type of building, I'm gonna smoke. Okay, I'm gonna get high. I feel you. I used to take them shots too. I feel you. Can you do my nails just your hand? Are you talking about can I read palms or something like that? And yeah, but you just had 400 years. And then Tracy Slaughter said hello. And then now we're going to pray, y'all, okay? I think that was the end of that. Now we're going to pray. Most importantly, we're going to pray. And it's always love. I don't give a damn what y'all say out there. I'm still going to deliver the messages. And yes, I am my own God. Fuck. Let's pray. We rebuke all spells, all rituals, and all castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly, and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are all connected to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever was sent to us. And then it is sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and because we are already free. Any agreements and any contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are already cut. They are already ended. on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Collective, I know I am sovereign. Collective, divine collective, I know damn well you are sovereign. But most importantly, divine collective together, I know that we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. All right, y'all. So until I come on next time, make sure you say your prayer or any prayer. Make sure it's your prayer or say this prayer. Make sure it's your prayer or say my prayer. At least 3 times, 6 times, or 9 times. Right? Repetitions, y'all. Repetitions. I promise y'all it's going to work. It's going to work. It's already working. Right? That's why they so angry. Say it in repetitions of 3, 6, or 9 in order to make your manifestation, your dream, or your vision come alive. And if ain't nobody told y'all in the last 4 days that they love y'all, fuck them. For real, fuck them. Right? I had to have a long talk with my children. Right? It's time to start pouring love into me because I poured enough love into y'all. And I'm feeling unappreciated, right? So let me be the first to tell y'all, or hopefully I ain't. But even if I am, yo, it's love, 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 love. I love y'all, man. Like I love y'all authentically. I love who you are. Whether you think you being disrespectful or not, I love that shit, right? I just love you. Be who you are. And then I love mostly when you grow out of that shell, right? All right, so damn, a fucking song. Um, man. Let's see. Damn. So I'm ready, you know I'm ready to love you forever. Hey, love now.